First, we just like to say thanks for going with the Broilmaster gas grill from Warm Morning. Believe me, you've made a choice you'll be happy with for years to come. Now, get ready, because in the next 15 minutes or so, you're going to become a great cook. With your new Broilmaster grill and my vast barbecue knowledge, you can't miss. Why, after this, you'll be able to take on anything you can cook on an indoor oven, only better, because you'll be cooking in the great outdoors. We'll go way beyond making burgers and franks. We'll cover surface cooking, rotisserie cooking, broiling, baking, even doing both at the same time. Broilmaster makes it all easy because it gives you the one thing all great chefs dream about: complete cooking control. In fact, it lets you control cooking temperature for as long as you like, 5 different ways. Look here. Just lower your cooking grids to any level you need, like so. Or, to let some heat out, prop the grill open with this handy little lid stop. Or, simply adjust your burner knobs. These knobs even pull off, so you can reset them for an extra low flame with a screwdriver. And did you notice this nifty temperature gauge? That's what lets you use your grill just like an oven for baking rolls, biscuits, cakes, and breads, roasting foil-wrapped corn and potatoes, or cooking a pan roast or ham on a steamy summer day. Oh man, I'm hungry already. But before we start cooking, let's go over a few basics like, dare I say it, assembly. I know, you're looking forward to that as much as your next root canal. But as you've seen by now, your Broilmaster grill comes practically assembled. All you do is drive a screw here or attach a gizmo there. Follow your instruction manual carefully. You shouldn't have any problems. After assembly, use a little soapy water to check for leaks at all connections. If you see bubbles, you've got troubles. And don't forget, you've got to do this every time you refill and reattach your tank. Your manual has more of the details you need about safety. Finally, before you cook for the first time, take time to break in your grill. Raise the lid and set it on high for 10 minutes. Do the same for another 10 with the lid down. Then you're ready to cook to your heart's content. Now let's get started, because the sooner we cook, the sooner I get to eat. If you've never used a rotisserie, you don't know what you're missing. Look at this rotisserie you can get from Broilmaster. It slides right into place. And when you're not using it, you just slide it off and store it away. Simple. You just put your meat on the spit, pull in the clamps, and let the rotisserie do the rest. You get slow, even cooking of turkeys, chickens, roasts, ham, anything you can skewer and balance on a spit. The results are just about the juiciest, tastiest meat you've ever put past your lips. But if it's that terrific smoky taste that really makes your mouth water, try a smoker tray like this one. It fits right on your lava rock or lava grate, and you can use it with damp hickory chips, mesquite, or any other wood you like. Now let's try out our rotisserie on this beauty. Hello? I'm using the handy hugger rack from Broilmaster. When you're cooking big game like this, there's nothing like it. You can cook up to a 20-pound bird. Make sure it's balanced and clamped in place. As the turkey's juices begin to flow, you may have to reclamp it a bit. Next, add your favorite seasoning to a shallow pan of water and place it like so. This steams the turkey while it cooks and gives you lots of tasty drippings for basting. Plus, you can use them later to make a delicious gravy. There we are. There's even a flat basket attachment for the hugger rack. It lets you rotisserie cook chicken breasts and drumsticks, ribs, fish, even burgers and lobster. Another thing to remember, never cook a pre-basted turkey on a rotisserie without a drip pan underneath. It can put off too much grease and cause flare-ups. And speaking of flare-ups, one good way to control them is with indirect cooking. You simply turn on a single burner and place your meat on the other for slow convection cooking. Now, lower your grill lid, but not all the way. Again, use the lid stop and set your grill between low and medium. We'll let our turkey cook for a couple of hours while I kick back and relax. That's the best part about a rotisserie. You don't have to babysit while you cook. Of course, you can cook up plenty of other poultry dishes on your Broilmaster grill, like chicken. Broilers and fryers are best. A Christmas goose, a pair of Cornish hens, even a partridge from your pear tree. Here's another option. Just take out your lava rock when they're cool and put in this neat smoker plate. You get a bit more clearance for Big Bird, along with that great smoked flavor. Now, to check for doneness, it's always a good idea to use a meat thermometer. The temperature should be anywhere from 170 to 185 degrees. Ah, just look at that. Bye-bye, birdie. Let's move on to everyone's favorite, a thick, juicy steak. Now, whether you're cooking beef steak, pork, or seafood, remember to preheat your grill. I usually set mine on high for 5 minutes or so. Then, I lower it when I'm ready to cook. That's so your food won't stick to the grill and you get that great smoky flavor from your lava rock. First, marinate your meat ahead of time. I like vinegar and oil with just a bit of wine. Trim off excess fat to prevent surprise flare-ups and make sure it's well thawed before you cook. Same goes for burgers, roasts, veal cutlets, and other meats. Now, how long do you grill? That depends on the thickness of the meat, as well as individual tastes of the guests and demanding in-laws. And this is where these multi-level grids really shine. They let you prepare steaks rare, medium, and well done all at once. And you can prepare them even faster with your lid all the way down. Turn your meat just one time. Your second side should only need half the cooking time as the first. But a good rule of thumb, with an average size 1 to 1.5 inch steak, it's about 10 minutes on one side. From forks. Use tongs instead, so you won't pierce the meat and let the juices run out. Also, do yourself a favor and get a really good set of barbecue tools, like these. Make sure they're stainless steel so they won't rust, with extra long handles to keep you from getting burned. There you go. Just feast your eyes. Next, we're going to tackle, appropriately enough, ham. Like I said, the great thing about this grill is it can work like a conventional oven. And that's especially handy when you're baking a monster like this. First, lay the ham gently into a nice cast iron flat pan like this one. Score a crisscross pattern into your ham, about 1/4 inch deep. Then cook on medium heat for about 2 hours. Now, prepare your favorite glazing. Mine's made of 2 parts honey, 1 part barbecue sauce. But you can add cinnamon or nutmeg or pineapples or whatever. Go ahead and lay it on thick so it bakes right in for the last hour of cooking. A couple of more tips about preparing pork. Cooked right on the grill, rolled pork loin roasts are just terrific. Simply season to taste and use in direct cooking. Remember, just 1 burner on for 1.5 to 2 hours. And when you're making spare ribs, try baking or steaming them on the grill beforehand. Then, for fantastic results, finish them off by broiling. Again, use a meat thermometer to check for doneness. Should be about 160 degrees. Merry Christmas! This is for all you die-hard seafood fans. I know you're out there. Now, there's nothing all that fishy about cooking seafood on a gas grill, especially when you're cooking with Broilmaster. Fact is, you can cook almost any kind of fish right on the grill. Halibut, cod, red snapper. Or, if you got a craving for Cajun, cook up a slew of black and red fish on a griddle or skillet. Today we'll go with salmon steaks. Just wrap them with heavy foil and add lime slices and seasoning to keep your fish company. Cook them about 10 minutes each side on medium. If you got other fish to fry, well, you can fry them on your outdoor grill too, so you keep the smell and the heat out of your home. How about some jumbo shrimp? First, use a good steel fish pan. Fill it halfway with oil and set your grill on high. When the oil reaches about 365 degrees, you're ready. Now, dip each shrimp in the breading made any way you like. Breadcrumbs and garlic are a good start. Drop them into your hot oil, let them cook for about a minute. But don't try to fry too many shrimp at once. You know your shrimp's ready when they turn golden. And if you're frying fish, you know they're done when they float. Look at these beauties. I think we about cooked our limit, don't you? Think of it. You've got a big crowd over for a little barbecue, and you serve up a colorful beef shish kebab. You'll either impress them to pieces or scare them to death. Really, making kebabs isn't complicated at all. They look great, and they taste even better. The first step is to invest in some quality skewers. Ones with twin prongs like these are best. They help hold your kebab items secure and keep them from slipping. Cut your meat up into cubes large enough to be skewered, but not so large they fall off. Make sure your other fixings are about the same size. Also, stagger your onions, peppers, and other veggies with your meat chunks. That adds extra zing to the meat. Then, surface grill your kebabs about 15 minutes aside. It's time for a good basting when your kebabs are just about done. That way, the sauce doesn't turn dark before the meat is cooked. Wow. When they taste this, I'd say your big crowd will be quite impressed. But what about the vegetables, the sauces, the breads, the sweet stuff, all the side dishes you need to round out any good meal? No problem. Broilmaster takes care of them too. Here are just a few delicious examples, ones you'll appreciate most in the summer. Prepare your favorite spaghetti sauce with tomatoes, your secret ingredients, your special spices. Then, just let it simmer on the grill, outdoors. That way, you cook your sauce, not your kitchen. You can make baked beans, soups, au gratin potatoes, or black-eyed peas the same way. A heavy-duty cast iron pan like this is perfect. You just put the lid on, and it works like a crock pot. There's even a handy side burner that attaches right here to help you handle almost any side dish and do it fast. You can use a good deep fryer to make French fries. Heat up your oil like we did for our breaded shrimp, and pour in your fries. Or you can use a griddle to cook up a big stick-to-your-ribs breakfast. Now let's move on to, your kids will hate this, vegetables. Cauliflower, asparagus, rice, carrots, green beans, and of course those perennial barbecue favorites, corn on the cob and baked potatoes. Broilmaster cooks them all and cooks them to perfection. Today we'll try something a little exotic, peas and pearl onions and red peppers. All you do is wrap them in foil along with an ice cube, a pat of butter, and your own special seasonings. You can do the same with almost any vegetable. And when you cook with foil, always make sure the dull side's out, the shiny side in. That'll help reflect the heat into the food where it belongs. Cook your veggies on low for 10 to 15 minutes. In fact, I usually start my foil-wrapped vegetables ahead of time. Then, I keep them cooking on the warming rack while grilling my main course. Not bad. I think the vegetarian crowd would be proud. Any kind of cake, pie, or bread you can dream up, you can bake up on your Broilmaster grill. For instance, next time you want to bake bread, let me share a little secret. Take 2 of the ready-made biscuit fixings as your batter. It's much, much faster than waiting for that yeast to rise. Press and mold the dough into your loaf pan. Make sure it's coated with butter or oil. Glaze with butter. Cover and bake on 400 degrees for about 20 minutes. There, all done and downright delicious. Now let's move on to a very special treat, pineapple upside-down cake. Try using a nice cast iron skillet because it spreads the heat more evenly. Again, coat it with butter and scoop in the bottom layer of melted butter, brown sugar, and pineapple slices. Then make your batter. Personally, I take the shortcut. Now, just put it on the grill and let it bake 35 minutes or so at 400 degrees. Voila! This'll sure fill out a meal and fill up those relatives. When you're done cooking, cleanup is easy. Just wipe off your grids with paper towels while the grease is still hot. Take care not to burn yourself, of course. It's also a good idea to burn the grease off your lava rocks. Just turn your controls to high. With the lid down, let your grill burn for 10 minutes or so, until you don't see any more smoke. And every once in a while, clean off your cooking grids and burner. The trick here is getting the right tools. First thing, a good sturdy grill brush. You've got to have one to cut through all that greasy kid stuff. Get one with a long handle for a good grip, and with brass bristles so it won't hurt your porcelain-coated grids. Another tip, when you're done for the day, protect your grill with this heavy, custom-fit cover from Broilmaster. That's how I keep my grill looking as good as I do. You'll find more down and dirty details about cleaning and care in your manual. They'll help you get the most out of your grill, year in and year out. And remember, your Broilmaster dealer has all the dandy accessories you've seen me use today. Believe me, they're worth it. Now, you're ready to start cooking, and I know you're going to be great. To give you a chance to prove it, you're invited to send in your fastest, your tastiest, your easiest, your most exotic recipes for outdoor cooking with Broilmaster. So go ahead, make my mouth water. Mail your recipes to Broilmaster Video Cookbook, Lock Home Products, P.O. Box 1040, Washington Park, Illinois, 62204. Who knows? Your favorite recipe could be featured in our new video cookbook coming on next year. Until then, good luck, good cooking. Can we eat now?